Okay, now after all is said and done, we begin the cleaning procedure of the sink. First we take the completely dry clean cloth and we just sort of mow over it, make sure we have that high gloss polish shine. We shine all the areas here. Make sure that we have a good general spot-free, highly polished chrome area. And we try to go for that at a 95% factor. I don't really get too obsessed with that. I just mostly concentrate on the visual component of it. And once we have that, then of course it's just a matter of removing the standing water from the perimeter of the sink so that there's no spots. Removing that type of material. I noticed some spots from a different angle. So another important thing when cleaning surfaces, glass components, is you have to view the components at different angles, because often what may not appear as a spot or blemish at one angle may appear as a spot or blemish at another angle. So we've got that done. We wipe down the interior of the sink on both sides. Again, this really isn't so critical because we don't really get too many water spots on the inside. Now, as far as the previously cleaned items are concerned, they're dried, or they can be dried, and ready to go. I can use the same cloth since there will be no bacteria on it, since it was only used to clean water, and they of course evaporate by themselves, or sometimes I'll just leave them out here. Do not use a lot of dishes, so we'll leave that out there for the next time. Do a final sink perimeter. And finally, what we'll do is these items here need to be placed where they belong. Now, normally I would allow a sufficient time for this to dry on the bottom, because this of course goes on the bottom of there, and if there's any moisture it's going to rust. But we'll allow that exception this time, and in fact I will make sure it's as dry as possibly can be. I'll put that there. Make sure the bottom of this is completely dry also, so that no water will accumulate in that containment device as such, and of course the sponge is perfectly clean and sterilized. And I think that about does it for the sink. Please ignore the artifact items, but that about does the sink cleaning procedure. I'll be stopping the tape for now, changing the tape, and we'll pick up on some more ritualistic as well as self-commenting dialogue.